Hello, this is Shar from the Real Kitchen for Real People, and I trust that everyone is feeling and doing well. It is that time of season for good old chili. Homemade chili is what we're going to make today. So here are the ingredients, and I'll just tell you what they are, and the amounts will be in the recipe listed in the description below. So what we're going to have is, in this homemade chili, is bacon, bell peppers, onion, Worcestershire sauce, diced tomatoes, Rotel tomatoes, ranch beans and kidney beans, ground beef, and garlic. We also going to have tons of seasoning, because this is what really makes your chili pop. You're going to have the tomato paste. You're going to have celery seasoning, chili powder, Italian seasoning or oregano. You're going to have a little sugar, cumin, garlic powder, Lawry seasoning, black pepper, and a little red pepper flakes. That depends on how spicy you want it. And you can add jalapeno pepper without the seeds if you want it really hot. But these are the ingredients that's going to go in this homemade delicious chili. So what I'm going to do first is, I have the bacon here cut up in little pieces here. And I am going to brown these in the skillet. So that's what I want to do first. Okay, I got my skillet out. I turn it on medium heat. And I just want to add these little bacon pieces in the skillet so it will brown. I don't want them to get too hard, but just brown, make sure that they're done, of course. So we're going to do that and kind of break these up in pieces here. And this is, of course, you can add as much bacon as you want, but I have like 4 to 5 strips in here, just cut up in little squares, and I'm going to let that cook. Okay, while the bacon is browning, okay, get yourself a small bowl, and we're going to add all of our spicing in one bowl. So I'm going to start out putting my tomato paste seasoning in here. And then I'm going to add my Italian seasoning. And chili powder. Okay. Let's see, you're going to have a little sugar in there. Balance your salt. Cumin. A little cumin to it. Alrighty. Garlic powder. Okay, and we're going to add black pepper. Red pepper flakes. This will give it a little heat. A little celery salt. Okay. And smoked paprika. Just a little of that smoked paprika. And then I'm going to also add what I call this Cajun style So I'm gonna just add a little bit of that in there. So you can add any of your favorite seasonings, but your main seasonings to making a good chili is your chili powder, your cumin, and anything spicy, pretty much. So what we're gonna do is stir this all up in this bowl, and it'll be ready when we need it. Okay, now we're gonna set this seasoning aside, and we're gonna get our bell peppers and garlic and onion chopped up. So you want to chop those all up. And watch your fingers as you cutting these vegetables up. Okay, we're going to cut those all up and then just put them all together like that. And then you just grab them together and slice them in across, and you get your diced bell peppers like that. So we're going to do all of these like that. I'm going to do the green bell pepper and the onion. So you can do that, and then crush your garlic over here. We're going to crush that garlic and then chop it up as well. So finish doing your chopping. Okay, now you're going to take your bacon out. It's brown because you don't want it to be real hard, and put it on a paper towel and let it drain. In the same skillet, you're going to add all your chopped vegetables. In that same skillet with all the bacon grease. I don't have that much grease in mine, so it just depends what type of bacon you get. So I might have to add just a little oil to mine, because I don't have that much grease in there. So I'm going to add just a little olive oil to it. Give it a little bit more, so these can saute a little bit. So I have all my raw vegetables in here chopped up, and they're going to cook. And in the meantime, I'm going to get my Dutch oven pot out, and I'm going to cook my ground beef. I'm going to brown it in this cast iron pot, which is called the Dutch oven pot. So I'm going to brown that. Turn your fire on medium, and then add your ground beef to the pot. Okay, and we're going to let that brown. You don't want to smush it up too bad. Just gradually stir it around as it browns. Stir your vegetables around. And you know, when I cook more than one thing at a time, so that'll save you some time. So you don't have to prepare one step at a time. You can get your vegetables going and then start your browning your meat. And your bacon is already finished, so that's good. It smells so good. And then I'll go back over here to my ground beef and chop it up. Just move it around. Don't beat it too bad. Just move it around, because you don't want it to be just small pieces. So you're just moving it around like that. Okay, and you can see how it's browning. And I want it the entire browning on that. Now I can turn off my vegetables and let them rest until my meat is brown. Okay, I'll stir it up a little bit more. Just move it around a little bit more. And I will do this until I don't see any pink. I don't want it to brown hard, but I don't want to see any pink. Okay, now that it's brown, I'm going to add those bowls of seasoning that I had pushed aside. So you just add that to your meat. Move it around. Okay. And then we're going to add our bacon. And be sure to get all that bacon in there. That is delicious. Okay, move that around in there, and you can already smell the aroma. It's going to smell up the whole house. Don't that look good? We're going to let that cook slow. Turn it down between medium and low, and let it simmer a little bit before you add your vegetables. Okay, now we're going to add our vegetables. And we're going to kind of toss those around in there. Okay. That's how it looks. Don't it look delicious? Okay. Then we're going to add our tomatoes and diced tomatoes and Rotel tomatoes. So just move that around in the pot. Turn your fire back up to medium. And we're gonna cover that and let it cook for about 10 minutes. Now I want to add a little Worcestershire sauce. And then I'll add my ranch beans. And move those around in there. And I'm going to use half a can of water. Stir, and we're going to add half of hot link. Now this is optional, so you don't have to add that if you don't want it. So I'm just chopping up little bits of hot link. little pieces. Okay, now you want to turn your heat on your pot between medium and low, and it's gonna cook slow for about an hour. You're gonna cover it up and occasionally come in and stir and put the top back on. So we're gonna let that do its thing for an hour. Okay, now after an hour and a half, I cooked it on slow. It's ready and it looks scrumptious. And this is Char's homemade meat medley chili. And it is delicious. And so what I'm going to do is add a little cheese to the top. And that's optional if you want to do that or not. But I like to add cheese to almost everything. Okay. And that is my homemade meat medley chili. So if you like this recipe, be sure to give me thumbs up below and comment and let me know how you like it. And if you make it, I'd like to know what your spin is on your chili. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. And I'll also have a join button if you want to join the pantry lounge at different levels of pantry lounge, that you can receive like different special perks in that area of the channel. But if not, you are also welcome to subscribe free of any time. You can subscribe free and receive automatic recipes as I post them on the channel. So, as you know, without further ado, I will be chowing down on this delicious chili, and it's perfect for this type of weather. I think we have like 20 degrees, so it's gonna be feeling good going down. So until further ado, we'll talk to you later. Love, love.